Geobond International is proud to present Geobond, a low-cost, non-toxic, fire-resistant, high-strength cement-like material. Geobond is a mixture of cement, gypsum, clay, water, and a revolutionary catalyst. It's this unique liquid catalyst which separates Geobond from other cementitious products and gives it its extraordinary characteristics. Compared to cement, Geobond offers, among other things, a higher compressive strength generated in a short time, high durability, greater adhesion, lower permeability, and is weatherproof and fire resistant. Geobond is also termite and woodpecker proof. Geobond is the result of 10 years of research and development and was invented by research scientist Pat Billings.
I thought of the product because I was working in the art field in casting sculpture, and I had broken a piece that I liked extremely well. And the only thing that you had to cast in was either gypsum or cement, neither of which were perfect. So I thought I would go into a research mode and see if I couldn't put something together which would work as a casting material for statues.
Geobond is available in a variety of formulations to serve your specific application. This includes exterior wall covering, interior wall covering, insulation, and concrete repair. Because Geobond is mixed and applied with the same equipment as cement, you can begin using it immediately without retooling or retraining. Geobond can even be sprayed on. However, unlike cement, Geobond is much more economical to use. When used as an exterior wall finish, Geobond works best when applied over an insulating wall panel system. This wall panel system is made up of an insulation board and a reinforcing metal lath or mesh. Then the Geobond fireproof coating. The fireproof coating is available in a variety of colors for a low-maintenance finish or can be painted with standard exterior house paint. The finish can be formed to match some of the more popular exterior styles, like stucco designs, stone, marble, and wood. And unlike cement, which offers no adherence, Geobond not only adheres to itself, but also the substructure. This makes Geobond easier to use without building additional forms to hold it in place while it sets. Geobond helps you work faster and more efficiently, because with Geobond, there's no waiting to apply the finished design. Used as an interior wall covering, Geobond can set in 30 minutes or 3 hours. With Geobond, you not only create a fireproof room, but you also save installation time because a Geobond wall does not require any taping or finishing. Since Geobond will adhere to practically any surface, it can be applied to an inexpensive foam or cardboard base. Geobond's ease of installation and unique characteristics make it the ideal material for residential and commercial construction. In addition to interior and exterior walls, Geobond can be formulated with perlite to be used as a high-efficiency insulation. This perlite mixture can be molded into panels or blown into wall cavities to provide a competitive R value. When used between interior and exterior surfaces, Geobond's unique bonding characteristics help create an extremely strong monolithic wall panel. With Geobond, you don't have to worry about it settling in the cavity, deteriorating with time, losing its R value, or termite infestation. Geobond is fireproof, and there are no toxic fumes emitted when exposed to fire. Geobond's durability, fire resistance, low cost, and environmental compatibility make it the perfect solution for low-income housing and construction in third-world countries.
Geobond is a very versatile material for low-cost housing. It will go on many different surfaces. It will go on cardboard, leaves, whatever someone is using to build a home with. You could use our material and spray that material with Geobond and have a fireproof, weatherproof, termite-proof house at an extremely low cost. One of the visions that I had was to be able to do that. I think that there's so many people in the world today that do not even have a house to live in. And if they had this product where they could use it on multiple surfaces, then it would make it possible for people all over the world to have a low-cost, safe house.
Geobond's uses aren't limited to residential and commercial construction. Geobond can also be used to effectively repair cement, such as roads and bridges. Geobond offers an inexpensive alternative by coating concrete. And Geobond quickly sets to a compressive strength of 1,000 pounds per square inch within 1 hour after set time. And in 2 hours after set time can support the load of automotive traffic.
Geobond is really a very good product for patching potholes and coating bridge decks because it has a very high compressive strength in a very short period of time. And so therefore you can fix a pothole or put a coating on a bridge deck and run traffic on it in 2 to 3 hours time, depending on the weather. And you can't do that with any of the other repair materials that they have today. It's very adhesive, so therefore it stays in the pothole after it's been poured. Since it has a 0.3% expansion, it will stay in the pothole because it expands just enough so that it can't move after it's in there. So therefore, it's not like other products which come out with a freeze-thaw. The fact that the linear coefficient of expansion is almost the same as steel also allows it to be used without cracking on bridge decks.
Lab test results also prove other advantages of Geobond. Geobond is self-adhesive, and when applied to a concrete surface, will form a powerful bond with a tensile bonding strength of 900 psi. Geobond offers an extremely low water vapor permeability rating of only 2 to 5 perms. This makes it ideal for wet area applications. Geobond's unique characteristics have been tested and documented by Dr. Heinz Poppendieck in the California laboratories of Geoscience Limited.
Our company, Geoscience, is an older company for a small business. It's about 34 years old, and we do work for the government, for NASA, for the Department of Energy, for National Institutes of Health, and military groups, and we do quite a bit of classified work. In addition to that, we have a laboratory that can do measurements of thermal properties, of heat transfer performance, of modules of the kind that we tested for Geobond. It is important that building materials that are coatings are not affected by fires, and so you want to do certain tests that verify that, and that has been done in the case of the Geobond coatings that are put on the outside of structures and on the inside too, as a matter of fact. And Geoscience has performed a number of tests to investigate and verify the performance. The materials are all such that there are no toxic aspects to it. And you know, this is one of the important things now, is to have building materials that are non-toxic, and that because some of the building materials being used now are not non-toxic. And so I think her materials will solve a lot of the problems that are being worried about now.
To demonstrate Geobond's fire resistance, a propane torch has been applied to the surfaces of these samples. The one on the left is a traditional building material. The one on the right is a foam insulation covered with a layer of Geobond. As you can see, the sample on the left was destroyed by the flame, while the Geobond sample remained intact. The Geobond material did not generate any flames throughout the test. As a fire barrier, very few products can match Geobond's protection. With Geobond, you can construct non-toxic, fireproof buildings which can help limit the loss of life, property, and the cost of insurance. Geobond is a non-combustible product with a Class A fire rating and 0 flame spread. Geobond has a high resistance to electricity, with 1/4 inch of Geobond able to resist 10,000 volts of electrical current. Lab and field tests continue to prove that Geobond is a superior fire-resistant, environmentally safe construction material.
We have just recently passed and are certified by UL for the ASTM E119 and the ASTM E84. We are certified at a 0 flame spread and with the certification for the entire wall system with the ASTM E119. The ASTM E84 gives us a 0 flame spread and a Class A classification. This means that you're not going to have a fire by having a fire in a room with your walls made out of Geobond. It will not go any further than that room. The ASTM E119 is a system test, and it also is subjected to 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours or more. And so we have passed those tests. We did a test on a standard construction module, which was 7 foot in square and 7 foot by 9 foot, and the Geobond was the same size, and we put in a certain amount of heat in each unit and measured how each unit, the standard construction and the Geobond system, worked for saving people money on their heating and air conditioning bill. And our results were extremely high. The Geobond system saved 25 to 30% of the heat over and above the standard module, which was made just the way they usually build houses today, with sheetrock on the inside and fiberglass insulation and plywood on the outside with wood studs. And we did them both the same. The only difference was that we used foam and Geobond as a system, and they used a standard wall of sheetrock and fiberglass and wood. As a result of this test, we were able to show that the Geobond construction system saved 30% of the homeowners' costs in air conditioning and heating. I believe that's a very high number, and we have all the test data to show that that's correct. Geobond will revolutionize the construction industry, but it will also keep it environmentally safe.
Geobond is available exclusively through Geobond International Incorporated. Geobond, tomorrow's technology, protecting today's environment.